Welcome everybody to Sim Race TV, coming to you live tonight from Richmond Raceway for the final race of the season, championship night for the International Asphalt Association's iRacing iFlag Truck Series, presented by XRE Xcaliber Racing Engines. And Richmond is the final race of the season here. So we got 4 drivers coming into tonight that are wanting to take home a championship and a prize. Of course, they want the championship trophy, but they also will win $40 in an iRacing iFlag, and second place will receive $20, third $15, and fourth $10. So the top 4 drivers already got their hand in the cookie jar, getting some of that money out. So congratulations to the 4 drivers. Let's take a look at the 4 drivers that made the chase here, the final race chase. We've been in the chase for quite some time here, but we'll take a look at the chase drivers here real quick. You see how close it is. Randy Brashears coming in as the points leader, last week's winner. Scott Crump, Kyle Edgar, and Dustin German only separated by 1 point from Randy Brashears. So they're all 3 tied for that second place, which they don't want second, they want first. So good luck to all the drivers out there, the 23, the 11, the 47, and the 6. They're going to be battling it out here at Richmond Raceway on a beautiful night. Let's take a look at the weather here at Richmond. Winds coming out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Air is 75. Track temp, a cool breezy 78. Nice night for some racing. And we're here. Still got quite a ways to go here in practice. So we'll watch some of these drivers go around and we'll talk about them. And if you're a fan of one of these drivers, let me know who it is, what you want to ask them. We'll try to get a talk in with them here in practice. See what it's like out there on the track, or, you know, what's their game plan going into tonight here at Richmond. Let's take a lap around. On board with Richard Swavely. That's what it looks like on board the 38 of Richard Swavely there, and it looks like the truck might be a little bit tight out there. At least that's what it looks like to me. The 38 out there running some laps. Currently 8th on the leaderboard with a 21.781. The fastest truck out there on the track here tonight is the 47 right here, Kyle Edgar. He's holding on to the top of the leaderboard with a 21.620. He's just 18 hundredths of a second faster than Blake Moseley. Blake Moseley 2 wins there, but last week at Talladega, Randy Brashears took home the win, so he stopped Blake Moseley's streak and also locked himself in to the championship race here, which is why he comes in a point ahead of these other drivers after a win, a great run last week. It's a great race. I enjoyed it. Talladega. Them trucks at Talladega do a lot of great drafting. It's a whole lot of fun. Well, let's talk to one of them. Who do you want to talk to? Let me know out there in the chat. We'll talk to somebody. Ten minutes left here in this final practice session. Then we're going to move on to qualifying. I'll tell you what, we want to talk to somebody. I'll tell you who to talk to. This guy right here, Randy Brashears, got a win last week. Let's see what he's got to say. Randy Brashears, it's Jay Weezy, got a copy.
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight, Jay Weezy?
Hey, man, doing good. Got a win last week coming in tonight. You know, a little heads up over these guys, about 1 point, but it's going to be tough here at Richmond, man. How's the track treating you?
It's pretty slick tonight, but I guess we're all going to have to deal with it. It's a pretty tough field.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And, you know, final race of the season, man, what you're playing, without giving away any of your secrets.
Just trying to finish as far up front as I can. I think whenever it comes down to the chase, the points don't matter on this one, so it's all or nothing.
Absolutely, man. Keep the nose clean. Usually that happens up towards the front. So, hey, man, if you can get a good qualifying spot, get out front and lead these babies around, you'll be in a good position to take home that championship trophy, man. Good luck to you, Randy, and thanks for coming up here.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate it.
Randy Brashears, the 23's got it all figured out. I mean, you know, it's going to be hard to start in the back and then come up through the field and walk away with a win, especially if something happens in front of you. You got a bigger chance of getting caught up in something. So, yeah, the idea would be start up front, close as possible to the front as you can get, and hopefully you don't get turned. Because I have a feeling there's going to be some turning going on out there tonight. Getting into these corners with the, you know, the track, he said, is a little bit slick. So they're going to be going into the corners. And, you know, it's probably going to try to snap out from under them. So they're going to be adjusting their brake bias and trying to do everything they can to get into the corner fast, but without losing the rear end of the truck. So it's going to be very tricky and very important to keep your nose clean here. No fast repairs, I don't think. I got a cheat sheet right here that tells me all that good stuff. They do have one fast repair. One fast repair. So they are running 50% fuel here. The International Asphalt Association. This is the iRacing iFlag Truck Series presented by XRE. And we got about 7 minutes left here in practice. So go ahead, get you an ice cold one. Get you something to drink. Get something. Get whatever you need. Because we got a good one coming to you here tonight on SRTV Network. I'm Jay Weezy. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Well, we got 4.5 minutes or so left here in practice. Let's get a word in with one of the drivers, also an admin here for the IAA. I'm gonna try to see if I can find Mr. Moseley on the radio, because he's the one that's put on this great season. And currently pretty fast out there on the racetrack. See if we can talk to him. Blake Moseley, is Jay Weezy, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey man, it's been a good season. Final race tonight, man. What are you expecting to see, and what do you think about this season?
This season, in my honest opinion, was a complete success. We've had our ups and downs like all other great series, but we've maintained a decent car count, and we kept the guys coming back for more, and so you can't really ask for much more than that.
Yeah, and a lot of fun, a lot of good racing going on out there, and I've really enjoyed it myself. But final race here at Richmond, you got 4 drivers gonna go at it here. What do you expect to see during the race?
I'm expecting those 4, actually 3 drivers right now. We're actually missing Scott Crump at the moment. I don't know if he's gonna make it or not, but I'm expecting those guys probably to ride in the back for the first couple of laps, just because points ain't on the line for them. It's just a matter of where they finish at this point. So I would expect them to ride, kind of keep their cars and noses clean to where they can be there at the finish and try to battle it out. It'd be cool to see the top 3 in points racing for first, second, and third at the finish of this. Absolutely,
man. How's the track at Richmond here? It looks like it's about 77 degrees on the track, 75-degree air temp out there. What's it like going around? Winds going up and down a little bit. It's up to 12 miles an hour right now, but that's a little breezy. But what's it like in the truck?
Honestly, it's pretty stable around the whole track. But going into the corners is where it's going to get pretty technical. The rear brakes like to lock up here, and we've seen it all throughout this practice, just people sliding the brakes going into the corner, and once it starts to go around, there's no real saving it until you basically just let it roll.
Wow, well that's pretty detailed information, man. I appreciate that. And hey man, I know I speak not for just for myself, but you know, for a lot of the drivers and maybe some people that tune in each week to watch these races, man, we appreciate you putting on a great season over here. You and all your helpers over there, all the admins for the IAA. So good luck out there. You got a fast truck, man. Right now it's sitting second on the chart.
Yeah, I kept getting a little bit faster and faster there, and I never could top this time. Every time I'd come off the turn 2, track and green, I'd hit the outside wall. It slides going in and pushes coming off, and it's just the beauty of the beast here.
Yeah, are you expecting to see it change up a little bit during the race?
Honestly, in the race, we probably won't be downshifting. We're all pretty well downshifting running those times. But when it comes race time, I don't think you'll see many of us downshifting, just because when you go to downshift, if you miss the RPM band, it's just going to snap around on you.
Awesome, man. Appreciate all the information. And like I said earlier, appreciate you for putting on a great season.
Yeah, man. 2 weeks from now, we kick off our season opener for the Xfinity Series, so that'll be something to look forward to. And next week is Hell Week. We got 4 straight days of racing.
Awesome, man. Hey, good luck out there tonight.
Yep, appreciate it.
That was Blake Moseley, driver of the 123, and currently 2 wins, I believe he has. Here's his truck right here, the 123. He's down on pit road there, giving us a little bit of good information coming from the track. They're still out there racing around, running some laps here. We're looking at the 119 of Corey Stansel. Looks like he's got a battle going on. Him and Jacob Fields going at it. The Elite 7 driver here, the 007. Usually see him on the dirt in the late models, but tonight he's in the Chevrolet Silverado, and he's out on the asphalt trying to put down open a can of you-know-what on these guys. 10 seconds left. We're about to go on to qualifying, where one of these drivers are going to put it on pole. Prepare to qualify. Remember that? All right, qualifying underway. Drivers headed out on the track right now. Let's take a look. Here's one of them right here, the 123. What's up, Corey? What's up, everybody that's out there watching? What's up, chicken? Over on Twitch. We're live on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So however you're watching, we definitely appreciate the support. You see the 123 getting a little bit loose there as he entered turn number 1. And he's going to go back out and try one more time. Kyle Edgar, the fastest in practice. He's out there now trying to whip down a good lap. Whip out a good lap, whatever you want to call it. So far, nobody has put down a time yet. Now it has Dustin Heath, 21.622, the 96, but then he has trouble entering turn number 1. But before that, he got the pole put down, 21.622. Jacob Fields is currently in second right now, 21.625, only 3 thousandths off of Dustin Heath's time. Lee Robinson, he's in third right here with a 21.731. And he's gonna shut her down. Randy Brashears. I'm sorry, Blake Moseley comes in fourth after going back out and putting down his second attempt. Randy Brashears in fifth. Richard Swaverly currently in sixth right here, the 38 machines. 21.863. Dustin Heath still on top of the charts right now. We still got some trucks out there. Noah Samples, Kyle Edgar just takes the pole away. As we were watching Noah Samples, Kyle Edgar snuck in there with a 21.499, over a 10th quicker than the 96 of Dustin Heath. Noah Samples still hasn't put down a lap time just yet. Comes off of turn number 4 here this time. Let's see what he gets. Oh. 10th, 21.921 for Noah Samples. Tim Keith, the 95, sitting in 11th right here with a 22.0. We also have one of the chase drivers out there right now, Dustin German, trying to put down a qualifying time. I'm sure these drivers want to get as close to the front as they can and try to keep the nose clean, but they do have one fast repair, so if they do get caught up in an incident, they should be able to go down pit road, get that thing fixed up, get back out there on the track, try to make something happen. And we've seen Blake Moseley take advantage of that at Gateway. He had some trouble going into 1 and 2 at Gateway, ends up tearing up the truck, but he goes down pit road, gets it fixed, comes back out and wins the race. So don't count them out if they get caught up in something. That's why they got the fast repair. You never know what's going to happen here. We got a minute and a half left in practice. Kyle Edgar still on the top of the charts. Corey Stansel out there running some laps, currently sitting in 7th with a 21.788. Chris Snapwernick making his qualifying run right here, coming off of turn number 4 with 128 miles per hour as he crossed the start-finish line down into turn number 1. That's what Blake Moseley was talking about when they get on to the brakes. They're headed into 1. The truck just wants to slide out from under them there a little bit. And we have 2 trucks that haven't qualified, David Clymer and Craig Bristol. Ryan Kendrick, he's out there on the track. Currently sitting 16th with a 22.459. It's Ryan Kendrick. 20 seconds left here in qualifying, and we're going to move on and grid these trucks up for the final time this season. And we're going to crown a champion tonight for the International Asphalt Association's iRacing iFlag Truck Series, presented by XRE Xcaliber Racing Engines. The best of the best right there. Xcaliber Racing Engines. Check them out. They build some amazing go-kart engines. And they got the best mechanics around. People from all over the country get their engines built at XRE. Top notch engine builders over there. All right, we're going to grid them up here. Like I said, for the final time of the season. And tonight we're at Richmond Raceway, where 4 drivers are going to battle it out for a championship. It's going to be Randy Brashears, Kyle Edgar, Scott Crump, and Dustin German. Only problem is Scott Crump is not here, so it looks like Scott Crump's going to be finishing in 4th tonight. So the 3 drivers that are here at least get 3rd or better, which, like I said, 3rd. Let's see, 10th. $10 goes to 4th. 15 goes to 3rd, 20 goes to 2nd, and $40 and an iRacing iFlag goes to the winner here, the champion that is James. What's up, buddy? All right, let's go through our starting grid. Kyle Edgar, the fastest one in qualifying, so he's starting on the pole of this one. And he's got Dustin Heath alongside him in the 96 machine. Second row inside Jacob Fields in the 007. And let's get a better view. Hold on a second. There we go. There's that 007. On the outside of Jacob Fields is going to be the number 6 car of Dustin German.
The air temp is 74 Fahrenheit, 125 laps.
All right, 10-4. Well, you heard it. The air temp is that. Either way, starting in the 3rd row, the 18 of Lee Robinson. On the outside of Lee Robinson, the 123 of Blake Moseley. Looks like the 119 of Corey Stansel starting 4th row inside. He's going to have the number 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch alongside him. And then we have the 23 of Randy Brashears coming into tonight, 1 point ahead of the other 4 chase drivers. And alongside Randy Brashears is going to be the number 8 car, Noah Samples. We also have the 66 of Taylor Cole. On the outside of Taylor Cole is going to be Justin Bryn. Behind them in the next row is going to be the 53 of Dave Hunt. And we also have the 55 of Ryan Kendrick there on the outside. We got the 63 of Chris Nabwernick, along with the 420 of David Clymer. And the number 10 machine of Craig Bristol, coming out of New York to race over here. And also, last but not least, is going to be the 87 machine. That is Sean Freeman. Green flag is out. Turn 1 might be tricky. They fan out immediately as soon as they get into turn number 2. They go 2 wide. Jacob Fields in 2nd right there. But our leader, Kyle Edgar, he is getting it right now. Dustin German in 3rd. Lee Robinson and Dustin Heath. It's your top 5 right now. Oh, we got a truck down on the pit wall. Looks like the 67 has trouble and is stuck. Now he's in the pits. We'll go back up front where they are racing hard. Kyle Edgar lead them around. Jacob Fields and Dustin German is your top 3. Lee Robinson and Dustin Heath. All single file right there. We got 19 cars all running single file, so this thing might or it could go green. It's got the potential. It's a great start here so far. Kyle Edgar looking good, still leading laps out there. We got a gap between Lee Robinson and Dustin Heath. Here comes Blake Moseley. Oh, Moseley with trouble. He goes around. Trouble early for the 123 of Blake Moseley. That's going to bring out the caution. And that's exactly what he was talking about in practice when we talked to him on the radio. Let's take a look. Oh, it just steps out on him. And then around he goes. Corey Stansel. Ryan Kendrick almost got him there. Ryan makes an evasive move to get around him. We'll take another look at that one more time. Blake Moseley. Well, the only good thing out of that is he didn't hit nobody. Nobody hit him. So that definitely helps a little bit, I guess. And it's going to give Kyle Edgar the control of this one, and Kyle Edgar for sure going to come down pit road, I would say. Maybe not. We're going to find out. First run, about 6 laps. So they could come down. I would. I would be coming down pit road for sure. Also, we're going to have to talk to one of these drivers under this caution. Let's see if... Who we got? Oh, they opted to stay out. Let's see the first one that's going to come in. Okay, the first one to come in was Jacob Fields. So the top 9 trucks stayed out, and everybody there back came down pit road and took 4 tires and some fuel. All right, let's talk to one of these drivers. Who you want to talk to? Let me know next caution. This time I'll take care of it. Let's see if we can talk to the driver of the 6. Dustin, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jay?
Doing good, man. You opted to stay out there, just trying to do what the leader does and, you know, what the guys around you are doing.
Yeah, I don't want to get trapped too far back here. I've learned my lesson doing that before, so try to stay out and see what Kyle's doing. I'm kind of running him for the championship here, so got to stick to his plan. Right.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, it's a single truck spin on that one. Little trouble on entry, I guess.
Yeah, these trucks are really, really loose under braking here. It's really, really bad. It's probably the worst car here at Richmond, so. Yeah, a lot of guys having trouble with that, including myself, so just trying to work through it here and have a clean.
Hey, absolutely, man. Yep, and you're a chase driver, so good luck to you out there.
Yeah, thank you, man. Maybe we'll put on a good show for you guys.
Yeah, it was a great start so far. I think you got 6 good laps in. Everybody was single file, and I just have a feeling we're going to see some single car accidents, and, you know, good thing is nobody got caught up in that one.
Yes, sir. Hoping to go green here for a little while, see what we really got.
All right, we'll check back with you later, man. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, they're doubling it up. They're getting ready to go green again, so we're going to take you through the top 10. Right now, it's Kyle Edgar, Dustin German, Lee Robinson, Corey Stansel, Ethan Stuckwisch, Richard Swaverly, Dave Hunt, Tim Keith, Taylor Cole, and Jacob Fields, which is the first truck to come down pit road and get 4 fresh tires there. So be watching Jacob Fields. He might be coming up through those other drivers with the older tires. Green flag is out. We're racing. the 23. Trouble for Randy Brashears. The 23 of Randy Brashears is a chase contender, and he is out here racing for a championship. Unfortunately, caught up in a little bit early here. Dustina, I hear you. Smoke. Let's go, Dustina. All right, we'll take a look at the replay, see what happened to old Randy. Craig Bristol nowhere to go, gets a little bit of damage. Randy Brashears hard into that outside wall, a lot of damage on the rear end, comes back down the track just a little bit. Wow, I hate to see that. Looks like contact with the 95, I believe. Tim Keith, we'll take another look from a different angle. Let's jump on board here with the 95 of Tim Keith. And you seen it, the rear end just come out from under him right there is exactly what happened. When he got on the brakes, the truck just want to spin around on him, so that seems to be a big problem here. And it's giving a lot of damage to these trucks early on, and you know, drivers having trouble with that, but all right, Kyle Edgar still on the racetrack, hasn't came down pit road along with the other 8 drivers in the top. Jacob Fields still the first truck to come down pit road a few laps ago, so I'm sure he doesn't have a whole lot fresher tires than these other drivers. It looks like Lee Robinson. Oh, all right. Hey, good fake. He faked me out. It looked like Lee was going to come down pit road there just for a second, but just a little fake. Lee faked out the broadcaster on that one. That's about it. Nobody else. Shame on me. I fell for that. Remember, if you're watching and you got somebody you want to talk to, let me know who it is and what you want to ask them. And under caution, we will try to find them on the radio and take care of all those questions you may have. 16 laps into a 125 lap race so far. And Kyle Edgar's led all the laps here tonight. All right, looks like they're doubling up, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. The first row, we got the 47 of Kyle Edgar and the 18 of Lee Robinson. In the second row, Dustin German. On the inside, on the outside of him, the 119 of Corey Stansel. Third row's the 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch and the 38 of Richard Swaverly. And we also have the 53 of Dave Hunt and the 66 of Taylor Cole. Jacob Fields and Dustin Heath rounds out the top 10. Pace cars in. Green flag. Sean Freeman around in the back. Caution is back out. trouble for the 87 there as he come off of turn number 4. Let's go back on the SRTV network instant replay and find out what happened to the 87. He's tightly packed in with Blake Moseley, David Clymer, Dustin Heath. Moseley, oh, he gets into the corner a little bit high, runs into the back of Dustin Heath, gathers it back up, and then the 67 just comes up and gives him a love tap, taps him around down into the infield grass there. And I'm sure Sean don't think that's a lot of love involved in that tap, but no damage, no trucks involved besides the 87. All right, you want to know, without chase points, who's leading the normal points? I got you, the regular season. Let's check it out here. It looks like the first driver out of the chase is Ryan Kendrick. Ryan Kendrick is the points leader after the 4 chase drivers. Ryan Kendrick, Sean Freeman, Richard Swaverly, Dustin Heath, or I'm sorry, Ethan Stuckwisch, and Blake Moseley, and then Dustin Heath is your top 5, or top 6 actually. Sorry about that. So Ryan Kendrick is the answer to that. Ryan Kendrick is ahead by 6 points. By the way, 6 points over Sean Freeman. Ryan Kendrick, he's had a great season as well. He's had 4 top 5s, 8 top 10s. That's not counting last week or this week. So I think he got another one last week. So 5 top 5s and 9 top 10s, I believe that is. Good question. Thank you very much. My pick to win, well, it's a little late to answer that question. Hey, what's up, Tim? If I had to pick, there's only 3 drivers to pick from. And now that Randy Brashears is caught up in some trouble, and Scott Crump's not here, you got Kyle Edgar and Dustin German up front leading the field around. So it's definitely going to be one of these drivers. And since the 6th truck has the SRTV network logo on it, of course, I'm going to go with the driver of the number 6, Dustin German, to win the championship here tonight. But it's definitely not going to be easy because Kyle Edgar, he's got the fastest truck here at Richmond. He knows how to get around. He knows how to win. Kyle Edgar's had multiple wins this season. He got one the first race of the season at Daytona. His second win was at Bristol. And then he won at Auto Club. So Kyle Edgar has 3 wins on the season. Dustin German has 2. Dustin won at Martinsville. And he also won at Texas. So these guys are fighting each other for the championship right now, since Randy Brashears caught up in trouble early, puts him back in 18th right now, and currently on pit road getting some damage fixed. Not wanting to use that fast repair just yet, so he's letting the pit crew do the work to straighten that truck out. He'd probably come down and use that fast repair a little bit later on. So Randy just kind of doing what he has to do in the early part of the race. Still 101 laps to go in this one, so I don't blame him. Don't want to use up that fast repair just yet. But the winner tonight out of these 4 drivers, of course it's only 3 because Scott Crump not here. And I'll show you one more time before we go back green. Scott Crump didn't show up here tonight, so it's Randy, Kyle, and Dustin. And they're only 1 point apart. Pace car just pulls off the racetrack. Kyle Edgar in control once again. Green flag back out here at Richmond. Corey Stansel taps the outside wall coming off of turn 2. He gets up in the high lane, lets everybody go. causing any trouble there. Here comes David Clymer. He drops in right behind David Clymer there in the 420 machine. Clymer started last in the field, currently up to 10th. But we got a race going on up front. Kyle Edgar and Dustin German are going at it. German looks to the inside, going into one, trying to take away the #1 position from Kyle Edgar after Kyle has led all the laps here tonight. Dustin German, your new leader, and then here comes Kyle Edgar charging back on the inside. A little bit of contact there as they exit turn number 4. Little bit of bumping and banging going on between these two, and things are heating up between them, and it's still early in this one. Might want to settle down just a little bit out there. Dustin Heath, trouble for Dustin Heath. Lee Robinson goes around as well. Let's look at Dustin Heath. Dustin takes it to the garage, or back down to pit roads. The 18 of Lee Robinson, he goes around as well. Caution, back out. Let's take a look on the replay. What happened here to Dustin Heath? Dustin downshifting Dustin Heath, there it is. Oh, and when he got back in the throttle, it just come around on him hard into the outside wall and blows that truck up. So fast repair is what he needs right now. The 18 of Lee Robinson. Let's take a look at what happened to Lee here. Oh, tried to miss the 96. Okay, I found it. Here we go. Lee Robinson barely gets by the 96, but not without contact. We'll take a look here from the cockpit of the 18. It happens right in front of him. The 96 spins up the racetrack and then clips the rear end of his 18 truck. Sends him sideways, and I don't believe it gave him a whole lot of damage. Does have damage on the left rear of it, but shouldn't affect his truck that much. And drivers have made their way on the pit road. Let's go back live here where the drivers just come off of pit road. Taylor Cole has not went down. He decides to stay out, the 66, that is. Taylor Cole has not been on pit road here tonight. Richard Swaverly also did not come this time. He come about 7 laps ago on the last caution. And also Sean Freeman stays out. So the top 3 trucks did not come down pit road. And then it looks like Dustin German won the race off of pit road between German and Edgar. So that's going to put German ahead of Edgar, but German starting outside 2nd row, and Kyle Edgar will be starting inside 3rd row. So that could be interesting. Restarting outside at Richmond is usually not the preferred choice. You know, you want to start inside because you can get stuck on that outside and lose a lot of spots, not to mention how much trouble they're having getting down into 1. The truck wanting to come around on them. So I wouldn't want to be on the outside of somebody going into 1 there, just in case they had some kind of trouble. Because then, you know, you have nowhere to go at that point. So 32 laps complete out of 125. We got a long way to go. These drivers need to settle down and burn some laps. It's, you know, have some fun out there is the main thing. All right, we're getting set to go back. Green flag racing. The pace car about to pull down pit road. It's on Taylor Cole, the 66. Green flags out once again. Oh, trouble early right in front of Dustin German. He was 3 wide for a split second. He has the 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch on his inside. These boys are racing right now. The 55 of Ryan Kendrick, Dustin German on the outside. Blake Moseley in tow with the 55 of Ryan Kendrick as they dive down into turn number 3 and 4. German making the outside line work. Our leader, Kyle Edgar, he makes his way through when all that madness happened. And he is starting to separate himself from Ethan Stuckwisch and Taylor Cole, Ryan Kendrick, and Dustin German. Notice some of the drivers are shifting and some of them aren't. Looks like Dustin German not shifting as we are on board with Dustin German right now. He is battling with the 66 of Taylor Cole. Taylor, your leader on the last restart here. And he has dropped back to 4th position. Kyle Edgar has a 1-second lead over the number 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch. Dustin German finally clears Taylor Cole to take over that 3rd position. These trucks look a lot loose, not a little, a lot loose, just from the sounds of it when we're on board with these drivers. As they're having to play around with that throttle. Some drivers downshifting, some drivers aren't. Oh, trouble behind them. Noah Samples. Oh. Noah Samples hard into the wall, bounces back off and reappears right in front of Sean Freeman. Sean Freeman nowhere to go. Wow. Bad luck for the 87 tonight here. Let's take a look. Oh, it just snaps. Oh, man. Then he disappears. He comes back in the 87. Wow. And I'll take a look. I'll show you one more shot here. From the 87 of Sean Freeman. Freeman heading off into the corner. Doesn't know that Noah Samples is sideways. So here he is going down into turn number 1. He sees a little bit. He just reappears, and luckily for Sean Freeman, I think it was a glitch saved him from getting any damage there. So Noah Samples' connection, not such a bad thing for Sean Freeman, but it's a terrible thing for Noah Samples, as you see. It's terrible for me too, because I can't even focus on him, but it's okay, it's okay. He's got that University of Kentucky internet, I guess. It happens. All right, another caution here tonight. Let's take a look at the race summary. We've had 5 cautions for 21 laps here so far. 2 lead changes. Kyle Edgar, Dustin German, and the 66 of Taylor Cole have been leading this race here tonight. So they will all get 1 point for a lap led. And we've only had 2 lead changes because Kyle Edgar started out front, so his don't count. But Dustin German took the lead from him, and then Taylor Cole stayed out, and he took the lead there. So there's your 2 lead changes. All right, let's talk to somebody. Let's talk to... Let's talk to Corey Stansel. How about that? Corey, is Jay Weezy, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Jay Weezy.
Man, looks like a lot of trouble out there for you guys. With it being so slick, you're having a lot of trouble getting down into the corner, I was told earlier. Does that change your game plan up any, being that we're almost halfway through this one, being a little easy? I seen you got a fast truck. You was up there earlier.
Yeah, I'm just backing up the corners and letting it roll in.
Just trying to keep the nose clean on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you, man. You out there having any fun?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to win this one.
Absolutely. And, you know, like I said, you was up there in 4th there earlier. I didn't know if you had some kind of plan. You was just dropping back just a little bit or just going with the flow right now since it's so early. Before I let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'm going to give a shout out to Coast to Coast Motorsports and everybody that's watching.
Hey, man, good luck to you, Corey.
Thank you.
That was Corey Stansel, the 119 machine. We'll take a look at it. There it is, Coast to Coast Motorsports on the side, iRacing, iFlag as well. All right, we're getting set to go back green flag racing here at Richmond for the final race of the season, where we're gonna crown a champion. Kyle Edgar, your race leader, Ethan Stuckwisch on the outside, Dustin German in the 66 of Taylor Cole in the 2nd row. Green flag is back out. Great save by Corey Stansel and Taylor Cole, but unfortunately, a couple other drivers had some trouble when they checked up for that. It caused the 420 of David Clymer to get caught up in something. So let's take a look. I see that the initial, they saved that initially, but it stacks the field up just a little bit. Oh, David Clymer hard on the brakes there. And I don't believe he got a whole lot of damage from that. Randy Brashears also hard on the brakes. Oh, yeah, he gets... Oh, Randy Brashears got some help. He didn't go around by himself. David Clymer, the 53 of Dave Hunt. Looked like they made some contact, pushed him up into Randy Brashears. Randy having a tough night here at Richmond. A lot of drivers having a tough night here. They are on pit road right now. All right, while we're under caution, we're going to talk to another driver here. We're going to talk to the driver of the 47, and that's Kyle Edgar, which has been out front pretty much the whole race. Kyle, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, got a fast truck. You've led 45 laps. You've been out front for the most part of this race. Looking good up there.
Yeah, car's not bad. You know, we kind of play a different strategy than everyone else. I expect Dustin to follow mine, but yeah, it's gonna be me and Dustin. It looks like coming down to this championship, and we're sitting 1-2 right now. So car's good. Just trying to save my stuff and keep my nose clean.
Yeah, we watched you guys battle it out there a little bit earlier. He got around you for just a second, but you waited no time, man. You got right back in there and took that lead back. So we know you got a fast car. You guys are going to put on a great show, man. Good luck to you, Kyle.
10-4, thanks.
Kyle Edgar, the 47, man. He's led almost 47. It'll be 47 laps when he comes across this time, though. Lights still on the pace car. Dustin German in second. Ethan Stuckwisch in third. Jacob Fields, Taylor Cole, Blake Moseley, Lee Robinson, Ryan Kendrick, Dave Hunt, and Noah Samples is your top 10. All right, they're double file coming down the backstretch. Lights off on the pace car. We have a little less than 75 laps to go, about 73 laps to go or so. Great jump there for our leader, Kyle Edgar. Trouble, more trouble for Corey Stansel. And not only Corey Stansel, Sean Freeman as well. Big wreck here on the front stretch. Wow. That was a mess. We're going to take a look at it. They were racing pretty hard here. We're looking at the 87 of Sean Freeman, Corey Stansel, also Chris Nabwernick, and Craig Bristol in the 10. Here they are coming into turn number 3. Just a little contact. Craig Bristol into Corey Stansel. Corey back up the racetrack into the 38 of Richard Swaverly. The 87 of Sean Freeman goes around. Randy Brashears just rides right on through that one. I believe that all started with the 10 of Craig Bristol. He dropped a little bit of a bumper on Corey Stansel. Corey saves it just a little bit, but he comes back down the track, gets into Craig Bristol there in the 10, and that's all she wrote. You seen what happened after that. All right, the drivers that we have on the radio are as follows. Dustin German, Justin Bryn, Blake Moseley, Corey Stansel, Craig Bristol, Dave Hunt, Ethan Stuckwisch, Kyle Edgar, Noah Samples, Randy Brashears, Richard Swaverly, Ryan Kendrick, and Sean Freeman. So let's pick one. I got you. I'll pick this one. You pick the next one. Let's go with the 87. Sean, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
A little bit of bad luck for you tonight, man.
Yeah, it's been a rough past couple weeks. Bad luck striking all over.
Oh, yeah. You know, and have you already used your fast repair?
Yeah, I used it early on in the race.
Yeah, it's been a tough race, it looks like, here from the booth. A lot of trouble in turn 1 with the truck wanting to come around, and that's causing a lot of trouble there. But we had a pretty big wreck right there on that last caution. You going to be able to make it back out there?
Yeah, I'll probably wait another lap or two, then I'll go back and run a few laps and next caution, get a little bit more repair done. I'm looking about 4.5 minutes right now. It's a rough night, but it's short track racing. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's Richmond, you know, and it's a high speed, a little short track, but it's definitely a short track. Well, we've had a lot of fun watching you this season, man. Good luck. I hope you get back out there.
All right, thank you, Weezy.
All right, back up front, where Kyle Edgar is leading them around still in the 47. He's got the 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch there alongside him. The second row is going to be the 6 of Dustin German. And the 18 of Lee Robinson. Third row is going to be Blake Moseley and Dave Hunt. Fourth row is going to be Noah Samples and Chris Nabwernick. Fourth row will be Taylor Cole and Jacob Fields. Oh, fifth row, sorry. Fifth row, Taylor Cole and Jacob Fields. That's your top 10. It's been one hectic final race of the season so far, and we are approaching halfway here on this restart. Pace car's in. It's going to be on Kyle Edgar. Let's watch it from the roof of the 47, our race leader. We got a car around in the back. I believe it's the 66 of Taylor Cole. Oh, Craig Bristol also in that one. Richard Swaverly and Randy Brashears caught up in this one once again. And the caution is back out. I mean, the caution flag is waving tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And the pace car really has the most laps led, so. All right, let's go back on the replay and watch this mess. It starts right there with the 66 and the 63. And then all you know what breaks loose. And we'll rewind it one more time. Watch it again. Oh, the 66 wasn't clear when he come up the racetrack, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here one more time. They go down into turn number 1 side by side, and when they hit the exit of turn number 2, the 66 thought he was clear. Either that or he just drifted up the racetrack, and that clipped him and causes a pile up between Richard Swaverly, Craig Bristol, and Randy Brashears. And that's going to put Taylor Cole on pit road, along with the 63 is also in, as well as the 10 of Craig Bristol and Randy Brashears. A lot of cautions here tonight. Let's take a look at the race summary one more time. Caution number 8, 37 laps under the yellow flag at Richmond Raceway. It's short track racing here tonight, and not only is it a short track, it's a sketchy short track. So these drivers having trouble getting down into turn number 1, and a lot of other troubles as well, you know, not knowing if you're clear, or, you know, just a lot of hard racing going on a little bit early, and that's just how it goes. It's iRacing. What can you do? They don't have to beat out the fenders, so, you know, they drive it a little different. The safest place to be is up front where Kyle Edgar is. Those drivers up there having the least amount of trouble. If you're a little bit further back, you might want to be a little bit worried, because that's where all the trouble's been happening. About mid-pack or a little bit further back, pace car pulls off the racetrack. It's going to be Kyle Edgar and Dustin German side by side. Green flag is back out at Richmond. Blake Moseley gets clear of the 18, gets a little bit loose, and then Lee Robinson pulls right back up to his outside, so they're going to go door to door into turn number 1 and 2. One more time, side by side down the backstretch, still fighting for the number 4 spot is the 18 of Lee Robinson and the 123 of Blake Moseley. Moseley getting everything he can get out of that bottom line, and the same thing for the 18, Lee Robinson, making it work on the top side. Both of these drivers giving it everything they have, and we have Dustin German looked to the inside of the 2 of Ethan Stuckwisch, couldn't get his nose in there, or thought better of it, if anything. We'll keep an eye on this battle. But we do have a battle going on still side by side. He's going to look one more time. He's got his nose in there this time. For the number 2 spot is Dustin German and Ethan Stuckwisch side by side. Side to side. Kyle Edgar loving what he's seeing in the mirror when they're side by side. But here comes the number 6 starting to catch that 47 of Kyle Edgar. Last time by, the 6 was the fastest truck on the track, just by a couple hundredths of a second. But he is getting closer and closer to the back bumper of the 47. Oh, we're back under caution right as German was getting a little bit loose as he headed off into turn number 1. But the caution is back out. Let's see if we can find out why. I believe David Clymer down on the bottom right here. Let's take a look from the driver of the 420. Oh, 3 wide contact between Climber and the 63 of Chris Nabernick. Almost sends that 420 machine down on the pit road. He thought better of it, throws it in reverse, backs it back up on the racetrack. And maybe not the best choice to go 3 wide heading off into 3 like that, but he sent it. And there is the results. Let's go back live now. Drivers coming on pit road. Kyle Edgar, the first one down pit road. More drivers coming in along with Kyle Edgar. Lee Robinson is going to stay out on the racetrack. Along with Dave Hunt. Dave Hunt opts to stay out as well. Let's see who wins this battle off of pit road. Looks like the 6 may have won that battle off of pit road for the number 3 spot. Right now it's scoring Corey Stansel in 3rd. Corey Stansel does not come down pit road, so that will put Corey in that 3rd position. So the first one on 4 tires and fuel is Dustin German, and he will be restarting 4th on the outside. Kyle Edgar will be restarting 5th. Ethan Stuckwisch 6th. Blake Moseley in 7th. Noah Samples will be 8th. Jacob Fields 9th. And then Ryan Kendrick will be starting in the 5th row outside. On board the 119 of Corey Stansel right here. He's been out for, it's saying 19 laps, but we've had quite a few cautions here in those 19 laps. And it looks like he's got a pretty good truck. A little bit of damage on the front end, but usually a little bit of damage doesn't hurt you too bad at Richmond. David Climber wave around, looking to get the wave around here. So he is the first truck behind the pace car. The leader of this one, Lee Robinson. Lee Robinson has been out for quite some time. His last time he came down pit road was lap 35. Oh, around lap 30. He's been out for 35 laps. How about that? Is that it? 42, lap 42. And it looks like he's going to take the high side here on the restart. When they double up, the 18 stays up on that higher groove. He is the leader. He does have lane choice. So Lee Robinson starting outside here. That's going to put Dave Hunt inside of him. Green flag is back out. Kyle Edgar on them 4 tires trying to make up some spots here early in this one. Powers by the 119 of Corey Stansel like he's tied to a stump. Now his next victim is the 53 of Chris Nabernick. Up front, Lee Robinson, he is leading, but he has older tires than the 6. Here comes Dustin German to the inside off of turn number 2, looking to take the lead away from Lee Robinson here early in this one and take advantage of having those newer tires. Dustin German scored as your race leader that time by the start-finish line. And we do have a car around, I believe. The 87 of Sean Freeman will bring out the caution here. Once again, the caution is back out. Let's take a look. And we had just talked to Sean Freeman. He was having trouble down on pit road getting some work done on that truck. Now he's back out on the racetrack. And it happened in front of him. He tries to get it woe down. Okay, so Sean, maybe not the reason of the caution. Let's see if we can get a better look. Well, I don't know. His connection's so bad, I just can't find it. All right, well, I tried. I did hear somebody going around in front of him, but I'm not quite sure. I couldn't find anybody else. I can try the magic button. Let's try that. Yeah, it's just showing Sean Freeman the reason the caution's out, so. What's up, D-Rick? I see you out there on Facebook. Well, we're under caution here tonight. A lot of cautions tonight in this one. Caution number 10, 47 laps under caution out of 85. So a little over half of the laps that we have ran here tonight have been under caution. And if the caution keeps coming out, it's going to make the ending of this one interesting, because some of these drivers are going to, you know, have different pit strategies. Some stay out, some go in. You know, last time Lee Robinson stayed out and Dustin German went in. Now Dustin German is your leader. So there is consequences if you do not pit, but there is benefits of being the leader. So it's tricky. It's a tricky call. I'm sure these drivers are discussing pit strategies with their team. Trucks are doubled up here. Dustin German taking the outside on this restart. Green flag is out. We got a battle for second. Kyle Edgar and Lee Robinson side by side. Those older tires not doing like Lee Robinson was expecting. He's losing a lot of time. He's giving up a couple spots already, and here comes Blake Moseley looking to pull up on his back bumper. Dustin German, your leader here by about 0.5 of a second, about a half a second. Noah Samples is side by side right now, battling with Ethan Stuckwisch. Here comes Dave Hunt, because they have a little bit of trouble, have to get out of the throttle. Dave Hunt flies by there, pulls right up to the inside of Ethan Stuckwisch, and they drag race off of turn number 4. Here comes Randy Brashears. Randy with a new truck and a new strategy win. Dustin German starting to stretch out that lead a little bit over Kyle Edgar. He's opened up his lead to about 0.8 of a second over second place Kyle Edgar. Both of these drivers are championship contenders, chase drivers here for the IAA. And 25 laps to go. One mistake could end your championship hopes and dreams. right. It doesn't look like anything's changing up towards the front right here. Still, Kyle Edgar starting to gain a little bit of ground on Dustin German here. 20 laps to go. Our closest battle right here on the racetrack. Jacob Fields, Blake Moseley, and Noah Samples going at it. Jacob Fields drifts the truck just a little bit, saves it, barely taps the outside wall, and gets that thing going again. It keeps the caution from coming out and slowing these drivers down. Oh, the two of Ethan Stuckwisch had trouble coming off of turn number 4 as he gets sideways and goes down into the grass. Here he is coming down the backstretch, headed off into turn number 3. And then it kicks out on him off of turn number 4, points it straight to the grass, down to the bottom of the racetrack. But he gets it back going again. Now he's back up to speed here. Dustin German losing his lead slowly. Kyle Edgar starting to gain on Dustin German. Side by side here, this is for the lead. Kyle Edgar makes his move on the outside, drives right around the outside of Dustin German. Still hasn't cleared him yet. They are still fighting for the number 1 spot. German with a good run off of turn 2 down the backstretch. They're gonna stay side by side as they come up on the 38 of Richard Swavely. German back out front here. A little bit of contact there after getting loose. New leader here, Kyle Edgar. Oh, David Clymer around on the backstretch. Caution is out. Leaders are going to come in. Nope. They decide not to. They're going to stay out. When we go back green, we'll have about 7 or 8 laps to go. Yeah, Justin, man, it is tough, man. I mean, just sitting up here watching, I can tell the struggle is real out there. A lot of trouble going. What's up, Mike? Mike watching over on Twitch. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Just watching a good race right here. We got a really good battle going on between Dustin German and Kyle Edgar. Both of these drivers are battling for the championship here tonight. The winner of this one, whoever finishes in front of the other, will be the champion here for the IAA iRacing iFlag Truck Series presented by XRE. And XRE is Xcaliber Racing Engines, the best of the best. this should be the final caution. Well, I wouldn't say final caution, but it could be. If the caution comes back out, this thing might be over. Climber. Yeah, Climber, man. He's had a tough race so far. Back in 14th position right now. 5 laps down on pit road. He might be watching this one with the rest of us, as it is a good one. Kyle Edgar, your leader. Dustin German scored in 2nd. Noah Samples 3rd. Corey Stansel in 4th. Ryan Kendrick 5th. All right, we're getting set to go back green. It's going to be 8 laps to go. And Kyle Edgar is going to be in control of this restart with Dustin German on his outside, Noah Samples and Corey Stansel in the 2nd row. And the green flag about to fly. There we go. Green flag is out. Oh, Dustin German had to lift out of it, and the caution's going to come back out. That's going to make it a 1-lap shootout, or maybe 2. Yeah, this thing might have a 1 or 2 laps. Let's take a look on the replay and see what happened here to Brock. This caution out. Pile up in turn 4. That's exactly what happened there. And a lot of good trucks caught up in that one. Corey Stansel, Lee Robinson, Dave Hunt, Randy Brashears included. Right now, the tire situation is looking like 46 laps on their tires. Ryan Kendrick is the first one with the freshest tires. He scored in 4th right now, the 55 machine. He's been out there for about 8 laps. But Kyle Edgar, Dustin German, and Noah Samples, all 3 of those trucks, the last time they came in was 47 laps ago. A lot of cautions inside those, though. So they got about 25 or 30 hot laps on their tires, and about 17 or 20 something caution laps. So either way, the drivers up front, not the freshest tires. Yeah, Lee got caught up in that one pretty good, Mike. He needs to turn on that ludicrous if he wants to win this one, old Josh. This thing will go back green. I'm not sure if it's going to be 1 or 2 laps, but it's going to be one or the other. We're about to find out here now. If they double up, it's going to be a 2-lap shootout if the lights go off on the pace car. The lights are still on, so it looks like a 1-lapper it's going to be. All right, I'm looking at the lights on the pace car here. We'll see if they go off to give us our 1-lap shootout. Oh, it's over? How does that happen? I don't get it. That's weird. The caution came out with 6 to go. That's weird. Should be a 1-lap shootout, but looks like it's over. They're making their final time around this time, and that's going to seal the deal for Kyle Edgar and put him in victory lane along with his championship title for the IAA iRacing iFlag Truck Series. He will bring home $40 in an iRacing iFlag for his prize. Dustin German will walk away with $20 to put in his pocket. And Randy Brashears is going to finish 3rd, and that will give him 15. And you can't count out Scott Crump. He will get $10, even though he wasn't here tonight. He is the 4th place chase driver. So congratulations to this guy, the 47 machine of Kyle Edgar, on the championship and the win at Richmond Raceway. He did it. He held off Dustin German, and he led a lot of laps here. Pretty much dominated this thing. But Dustin German did not make it easy for him. Your champion, Kyle Edgar. Don't go nowhere. We got driver interviews coming right up. But first, let's take a look at our race results here for tonight. Kyle Edgar with the win and seals the deal on the championship. Dustin German comes home with a hard-fought 2nd place and a 2nd place finish in the championship. Noah Samples in 3rd, Ryan Kendrick 4th, Blake Moseley in 5th, Corey Stansel 6th, Ethan Stuckwisch 7th, Chris Nabwernick 8th, Dave Hunt in 9th, and Randy Brashears gonna bring it home 10th and his 3rd place in the championship. Sean Freeman 11th, 12th is Jacob Fields, 13th is Lee Robinson, 14th is David Clymer, 15th Richard Swaverly, 16th is Justin Brin, 17th is Taylor Cole, 18th is Craig Bristol, 19th is Dustin Heath, 20th Tim Keith. That's going to do it for the race results here at Richmond Raceway. Let's talk to the drivers that finished in the top 3. The first driver we're going to talk to tonight is going to be the driver of the number 8, Noah Samples. All right, let's talk to him. Noah Samples. Noah, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, what a tough race for you tonight, man. But you managed to come home on the podium. And the truck don't look as bad as you might think it does. It still looks good. It's shining out there. But started 12th, man. You finished 3rd. How'd you do it?
I'm not sure how I done it. Here lately, I've been having some pedal problems. We can't get the trucks go wide open for us. And when they want to go back 3/4 throttle, and that's where they want to stay. So I had to work with that tonight. That was a big issue. And then I don't remember what lap that was. I went around. Lee Robinson was close to me, and I just wasn't paying attention. Got in there too hot, turned it around, and then from there I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna send it.
Well, I had a lot of fun watching you guys this season. Did you have some fun out there? I know you don't run a whole lot of asphalt, man, but what's your thoughts on this season?
I thought it was painful. I hate it. I'm just joking. It was a lot of fun. New experience. Opened up a lot of doors for us. I learned a whole lot this season about, you know, how asphalt works with the tires and the fuel. It's we'll definitely be back next season.
Yeah, and you had a fast truck, a lot of good runs, you know, and everybody gets caught up in things, and of course you did as well this season, but pretty good season for you though, Noah. I really had a lot of fun up here watching you guys out there, man. And good job out there tonight at Richmond at a tough place, man. These guys, man, I tell you what, they had their hands full.
Oh yeah, we had our hands full out there tonight. And you get in the corner and they just wanted to snipe around on you.
Well, hey man, who helps you bring that truck to the track each week?
The boys over at Coast to Coast, Mom and Dad, continue supporting me. John Calipari, you know, he puts together the greatest team.
Never heard of him, but never heard of him, man. But yeah, you got a great looking number 8 iRacing iFlag, Coast to Coast Motorsports, and it's even got a SRTV network logo on it, man. Thanks for that, and hey, man, good job out there tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's move on to our second place finisher tonight. It's Dustin German. He started 4th and finished 2nd and led 31 laps out there. Dustin, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Hey, man, I know you wanted it. What was going through your mind, man, when he pulled up to you on the outside and pretty much got around you on the outside, and then y'all kind of had a little bit of a battle there when you fought back for a second?
Yeah, man, I was just extremely loose. I think being out front there on the longer run was worse for you, because I know when I was behind him earlier in the race, I was able to catch back up to him, you know, from second. He seemed like he was getting looser. Yeah, man, it was just like that all night, just fighting loose on entry of the.
Yeah, and you had like a half a second or an 8/10 lead, and then he ended up getting back to you. So I can see where that happened, you know, because you did the same thing there earlier in the race. If you could have got to his bumper though, man, was you gonna give him a little shot and maybe take this championship from him?
Yeah, I was gonna, you know, just give him a little bit, man. I wasn't gonna try to wreck him, just to try to get under and make it a race, but just hate it, man. You know, it sucks for sure, but he had a good season. I had a good season. You know, we both walked away with something. So, congratulations to him, and he was tough.
Oh yeah, man, you guys battled it out at many tracks. You know, a lot of wins between you two drivers. I believe this is his 4th win. You've got 2 or 3 wins yourself. So you guys really put on a good show for us to watch, and especially at the end. I'm just curious though, how come we didn't go back green?
Yeah, I don't know. It gave us a 2 to green and it went back to pacing, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Caution came out with 6 to go, so I was almost for sure you were going to get at least 1 lap and give you another shot at him, but you know, that's just how it works out tonight, man. And I hate to see it for you, but I appreciate you running the SRTV Network logo on that beautiful truck. And hey, man, congratulations on a great season and a great run. You're going to take home $20, another $20 because you already pocketed, what, 15 or so? You've been doing pretty good this season.
Yeah, man. I think we pocketed 25 and 30 more coming from what I see. It ain't too bad.
Hey, absolutely, yeah. You know, so hopefully that'll make you feel a little bit better. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, man. Thank IAA, International Asphalt Association. Thank you for doing these races, man. I know it was kind of a tough one tonight with all the cautions. SRTV on the hood and AFB on the back, man. And everybody that, you know, put the money up for us to get out here and race this thing and bring home some prize money and not feel so bad about finishing second.
Hey, man, I think you did a great job, man. And you know, like I said, you did good. You did good. You took home some money, so it was well deserved, and a lot of hard work went into it. So good job out there tonight. I enjoyed watching you out there this season.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
All right, that was Dustin German, and he pocketed quite a few dollars this season. He was the regular season points champion. He pocketed 15 for that. I believe he got a chase win, maybe. I'm not for sure about that. But tonight he will take home $20 to cap it off. So, you know, hey, man, you can't beat it. Money makes some people smile, and it makes me smile. But we're going to move on, because you know what else makes me smile? And that's winning. Like this guy. This is his 4th win tonight. I mean, 4th win this season, and he led 83 laps after starting on the pole, and he's parked his truck in victory lane and also puts the seal on the deal. It's the champion, Kyle Edgar. Kyle, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4 Jay Weezy.
Hey, man, you pulled it off. Was curious as if y'all were going to go back green and how that was going to work out, but I mean, fortunately for you, you didn't have to go back and battle with Dustin on the restarts or, you know, that final 1-lap shootout deal.
Yeah, that was a relief for sure. You know, I was reeling Dustin in quite a bit there on that green flag run, and you know, I knew the only way I could pass him is on the outside, so I kind of stuck it up there, and I was kind of worried about those lap cars up there. You know, I thought one of them could be his teammates and he could play a pick on me, but you know, first and foremost, I gotta give a big shout out to Dustin. You know, he's raced me clean all season long. Me and him have went back and forth for this championship, and you know, I was kind of surprised coming in here. I'm not the best at this track. This definitely isn't my favorite track, but you know, we had a car to beat, and you know, be the first IAA Truck Series champion is pretty cool.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, you come from about 8 tenths, maybe a little, maybe 9 tenths back. So you was quite a ways back when you did make that move by him on the outside. But he didn't give it to you easy, man. He fought back. You had to cross him over on the front stretch, man. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that you know, I could see him getting loose, but I think everybody was battling that all race long, and you know, I barely got loose on these long flag runs. You know, I was kind of just pedaling the car. I was braking a lot sooner than a lot of these guys, and was letting it roll. So this place, you got to let the car roll a lot. And yeah, I was surprised the outside hung on for me there, and was able to cross them over before the caution came out to take the lead there.
Yeah, and you capitalize here, man. Walking out of here with the championship trophy, the title of being the champion, the first champion for the International Asphalt Association, and your 4th win of the season, man. Congratulations on that. And I really enjoyed watching you out there. You guys did put on one heck of a show week in and week out. And 4 wins and a trophy, man. How's it feel?
Yeah, for sure feels great. You know, coming into the season, I thought I'd be a top contender. I thought I'd run up front, but 4 wins. I could have won at a few more tracks, but racing deals happen. But to go get 4 wins, this is my first one in the chase, I believe. So, and it's the one that mattered. So coming out of here as the champion, it's definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, and speaking of that, a chase driver wins a chase race. He's going to pocket $10 for that. Plus, you're going to get the prize for the first #1 spot, being a champion, of $40 and an iRacing iFlag from iRacingIFlag.com. Those things are pretty cool, man. So enjoy yourself with all that money, and don't spend it all in one place. But hey, man, I really enjoyed it. Great season, great race, great finish. You guys really put on a good show for us. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, first and foremost, I got to thank Blake for putting this on. I found it earlier in the season through the iRacing driver, then I signed up right away. Second off to you for broadcasting all these races. I'm pretty sure tonight was pretty painful for you, but you stuck in there, and it's the hard work that matters. So I appreciate that. I gotta give a shout out to everybody at Pull Down Motorsports, Jake Watson, everyone over there, CN Chassis, Clutch Graphics, and yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. I believe we're Hell Week, the Xfinity car. So that's gonna be a lot different. Those things, depending on the track, they can be a lot slicker than these cars. So it's gonna be all about patience in that series for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be 4 races back to back too. So and that's why they call it Hell Week. So that should be a lot of fun. And if I get a chance to get out there with you, I'm gonna jump out there on the track and have some fun. Maybe we can slice and dice it up a little bit out there, man. But hey,
yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make them all, but I'm gonna try. I'm in the Cars Tour series on Podium Esports on Wednesday. So if they don't race, they'll definitely be here for all of them. But yeah, we'll have to see how the schedule plays out for sure.
Yeah, well, it's just for fun. So, hey, man, come on by if you want. And, hey, man, congratulations, champ.
I appreciate it, Jay Weezy.
All right. That was the champion, Kyle Edgar. He sealed the deal here at Richmond Raceway for the first championship for the iRacing iFlag Truck Series with the International Asphalt Association. And thanks to Xcaliber Racing Engines for help bringing you this broadcast here all season long, man. Check out XRE if you're into racing go-karts or anything that you want to go fast in. Those guys build some really good engines. So a big shout out to the Xcaliber Racing Engines for helping bring you this here. And if you want to get involved with the International Asphalt Association, check out the description of the video if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, couldn't quite put all that information in the description, so you have to roll on over to Facebook or YouTube and find us over there, because all that good stuff is in the description of these videos. It's got the iRacing iFlag website, and I believe they have a promotional code. It's like 20% off or something like that. I think it's IAA 2019 maybe. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but also has the member site. The league page for the iRacing member site. You can click on that. If you're logged into iRacing, it'll take you straight to the league page here for the iRacing iFlag Truck Series, which I think they're going to Xfinity, so you'll find it as the International Asphalt Association. And if not, you can always find Blake Moseley, the one that brought us this season, that put all this together, and all the admins over there. Special thanks to those guys, Blake Moseley, Noah Samples, Sean Freeman, and anybody else that had anything to do with this. And a big shout out to everybody that's out there watching. I know this was a tough one with all the cautions, but hey, it's a championship race. And we got a champion. Kyle Edgar did it for the International Asphalt Association iRacing iFlag Truck Series. For XRE, Xcaliber Racing Engines, and for SRTV Network. I'm Jay Weezy, everybody. Have a good night.